Some men experience a lack of purpose in life. They feel bored, dissatisfied, or empty. Such men stop putting effort into their relationships. They feel desperate and hopeless. They don't feel happiness in things that used to bring pleasure to their life. Feeling a lack of purpose can also contribute to depression and anxiety, especially when you're unable to see a way out of your empty feelings. It can also isolate them from their friends and loved ones, leaving them lonely and cut off from social activities. With that being said, let's discuss 8 ways to find purpose in life. Number 1. Work hard in the present. Life is indeed short, precious, and not repeatable. All we have is our past and present, whereas our future is unknown. Until now, whatever has happened is our past, and we can't control it, but we can think about our present. We can define our future to a great extent by our present thoughts and actions. Our purpose should be to serve our present with virtue. In every phase of our life, our present comes as an opportunity, and it's defined by time, space, and circumstances. Imagine that you'll complete your bachelor's degree in 3 to 4 years. This is your time frame, whereas the place where you're studying right now is your space, such as Harvard or Stanford. Your space offers you various beautiful amenities, surroundings, scholarships, comforts, friendship, family support, and academic facilities. This all accumulates to your circumstances. Your purpose is in front of you, and you can make the most out of your given situation, which is graduating with distinction. Your present will always find you an opportunity to find your purpose as a high-value man. Number 2. Add value. We're unique and born with different passions and purposes. We need to figure out a way to share happiness and help people to achieve their goals. You should start thinking about other people, and you'll see your career rise at once. Be a value creator, as there are several people such as your family, friends, colleague, or anyone associated with you daily. Every dream can become a reality as long as you work hard enough to help other people reach heights. The easiest way to understand the value you could offer is by asking yourself a simple question. What is my skill set, and how can I use it to help people around me? This skill can be as simple as your art, your music, your communication skills, or anything that you're passionate about teaching. You can teach your family, friends, or anyone that you care for. Family and friends will give you a reason to hang on to something, even if it gets difficult for you. You have to think about what other people want from you, and you must first get the opportunity to help them, and then do your best. It's because the more value you'll add, the more they'll return to you. Number 3. Be happy. You should always pursue what you love. Follow your hobbies, listen to your heart and intuition, and know that it'll make you successful. When you get stuck with something you don't love, you'll forget your true self. You forget that you do have a choice, and you do have the ability to shift your life in the right direction. We all have our inner guidance system, which dictates to us how to get from point X to point Y. This guidance system must know where you stand in life and what your goals are. So, if you're not enjoying what you do in the present, there are high chances that you'll not successfully reach where you want to reach. Did you know that most successful people started their earnings through their hobbies? You should be fully aware of your hobbies, whether it's music or art, and start doing them. You must also know what you need to replace in your life. It could be anything such as your job, relationships, people around you, or anything in your present. It makes less sense to continue pursuing something you aren't enjoying in your present. For example, if you don't have any interest in the course you're studying, then it's not too late. You have to change it and then start working on what you do love. Otherwise, you'll not be able to add the value that's required, and you'll not find your success. Number 4. Start right away. After you figure out the purpose in life, you might not know how to proceed with it because you lack certain skills. So, the best way to move forward is just by starting with it. If you want to be a musician, then sing every day. If you want to become an artist, draw and create masterpieces. For anything that you want to do in life, you don't need any more motivation, research, or advice. Start practicing something that you're interested in and tackle the difficulties associated with it, because it's your purpose in life that will give you satisfaction and motivation to propel you toward your goal. You can start by forming an effective plan of action that consists of a deadline for accomplishing your goal. Moreover, it must be based on some sort of small tasks or milestones that would ultimately help you reach your goal. Milestones will ensure that you're working toward your desired outcome by taking small steps. Number 5. Be disciplined. Discipline is the fundamental action that keeps us in routine and helps us to make progress toward our goals. You have to put in the work every day, even after having a solid purpose and a practical plan. Discipline refers to your consistency and finding enough motivation to do something again and again until you do it easily and start getting the desired output. Hence, the simple act of putting in consistent efforts will help you achieve your goals. Number 6. Stop worrying. You might have noticed that whenever you try to do something extraordinary, you get overwhelmed by fear and start to worry too much about the outcome. A big part of worrying has to do with your fear of consequences. You're afraid of what might happen if you don't succeed. Consider an example of a camera. You get whatever it is that you focus on, and if you focus on your problems, you'll see more problems in your life. But if you're focused on something positive, then you'll start seeing positive things and steering your life in that direction. You'll start by realizing that the results are not in your control, but you can control your efforts. For example, if you want to be a sports person, then you shouldn't concentrate on the things that are not in your control, such as competition and criticism. You should start focusing on what you can control, like your training, the diet you eat, and your progress. You'll be able to control your life just by concentrating on things that you can control. Number 7. Find a role model. When you realize your purpose in life, then having a good role model is the first step you might want to take, as they influence your actions and how you turn out eventually. Positive role models influence your actions and motivate us to strive to uncover our true potential and overcome our weaknesses. Your role models can be your dad, big brother, colleagues, or somebody who's already achieved the goal you're working toward. And finally, number 8. Ignore negative people. When you set your goals and announce them, you'll be criticized, and people will try and fill you up with negativity. There will always be people that will try to pull your leg and tell you that you can't do anything, you're not smart enough, you don't have enough resources, you don't have enough money, and several other awkward things. You have to ignore the negativity around you if you want to achieve your goals, because they don't deserve your attention. Don't hand over your peace of mind to an outsider to disrupt as they please. A time will come when you'll find your purpose and achieve everything, and you'll not be sure about what you want next. At that moment, just sit back and relax. Maybe go out and have a nice dinner, but don't get carried away with your success, and always look for different ways to evolve your ambitions. The theory of evolution implies that everything in the universe is still evolving, and hence it's imperfect, which is why there's always a big room for improvement. Your life should be ever-changing and a dynamic journey toward improvement. By the way, don't forget to show some love. Tap that subscribe button and hit like for the algorithm to use the next best way to level up as a man. Watch these videos here.